transitioning from wood to technology that transports people. Created by a poor carpenter, you might be wondering how this transition happened. This is the story of Toyota and how it was built into a multi-billionaire company from scratch, despite limitations. On February 14, 1867, Sakichi Toyoda was born to Ikichi and Ai Toyoda in Yamaguchi, Titmi Province, now Kosai, Shizuoka. Kenichi taught this kid carpentry while working as a farmer and carpenter. When Sakichi was a young kid, the shogunate era ended and was succeeded by Meiji and its reformist policies. After finishing elementary school, Sakichi started helping his father in the construction trade. Sakichi was born and raised at a time in Japanese history when the Meiji Emperor established a new government to replace the shogunate. The start of modern Japan is typically viewed as occurring during this time. The entire community where Sakichi lived was impoverished amidst societal turmoil. Sakichi started considering how he could help those around him and serve his country when he was approximately 14 or 15. Sakichi would diligently read newspapers and magazines on days without carpentry. He organized a study group for local teenagers in the evenings that encouraged self-education. He struggled to think of ways to give back to society, though. In 1885, Sakichi turned 18. He was informed about the recently passed Patent Monopoly Act. He thoroughly examined this and swiftly concluded that he had identified the path forward. He decided to use his knowledge and put all his energy into creating something new. The foundation of Western civilization is machinery, and steam is used to power machinery. Expensive coal is needed to fuel steam-powered machines. It is necessary to devise a way to take the place of steam as the driving force. Sakichi believed this. Sakichi experimented with numerous endless and everlasting sources of energy by using trial and error techniques. He failed. Sakichi kept on meditating in this way. He eventually developed an interest in the handloom employed by nearby farm families. Sakichi believed that if he could figure out a way to increase the handloom's effectiveness, it would be an advantage for many people. Sakichi started working. He erected and destroyed several looms while working in a barn. He began to be perceived as odd by specific individuals. In 1890, Sakichi went to the Third National Machinery Exposition in Ueno, Tokyo. There were several brand new types of machinery on show, both Japanese and foreign-made. Sakichi was incredibly moved. He was so fascinated that he visited the exposition daily for the following month to comprehend how each device operated fully. Sakichi's first successful idea was completed in the fall of the same year. The Toyota wooden hand loom was its name. For that loom, Sakichi was granted his first patent in 1891. He was 24 at the time. In contrast to earlier models, the Toyota wooden hand loom has only one hand to operate. It improved quality by eliminating the woven fabric unevenness. It resulted in a 40 to 50% boost in efficiency. Sakichi established a little factory in Taito Ward, Tokyo in 1892, employing 6 of his Toyota wooden hand looms. He did so for several reasons. To pursue his invention career, he desired financial security. He needed money to help him with his endeavors. He also stated that he would use his innovation to promote it to clients. Sakichi's factory-produced fabrics were sold to wholesalers and had a solid reputation. Sakichi quickly created Ito Shoten Company, an agent for Toyota, in Nagoya to promote the production and marketing of his new equipment. Toyota Shoten Company and Toyota Shokai Company were the subsequent names for this. When the winding machine sales increased, Sakichi focused only on creating a power loom. He did not need much time. The Toyota Power Loom, Japan's first steel and wood-built power loom, was perfected in 1896. The sheddings, picking, and beating movements were driven by steam. Additionally, it was a weft auto-stop mechanism. The device was reasonably priced and significantly improved output and standard. The The loom was quickly brought to Mitsui Bussan's attention, currently Mitsui & Company Limited. They suggested establishing a business to manufacture looms in 1899. With Sakichi serving as the company's chief engineer and entirely devoting his time to new creations, Iget Shokai Company was founded. However, future development became increasingly challenging due to poor economic conditions and the company's subsequent financial difficulties. Ultimately, Sakichi quit the business and founded the independently run Toyoda Shokai Company, where he devoted his time to research and creation. It is evident that the outage significantly reduced operating effectiveness. When the weft ran out, Sakichi got devoted to creating a mechanism that would automatically replace the shuttle. Sakichi persisted in trying to make his tools better. Looms used a bobbin to hold the weft. The power loom had to be halted, and the weft refilled when it ran out. Sakichi created the first automatic shuttle changing mechanism in 1903, producing the world's first shuttle change automatic loom, Type T, outfitted with this mechanism. This mechanism automatically replenished the weft yarn without pausing the machine's operation. Sakichi later went on an observation tour to the United States and Europe. As mentioned later, he visited Dr. Jokichi Takamine at his New York residence. Being the first man to extract takadiastase and adrenaline made Dr. Takamine well known worldwide. Dr. Takamine said that it was the obligation of the innovator to develop their creation into a viable product with positive societal effects before putting it in the hands of others. Sakichi was motivated and heeded this counsel. The Toyota Power Loom, 1905 type, with the upgraded warp let-off mechanism, was created in 1905 by Sakichi. The loom's frame was strong and made of steel and wood. The Toyota Power Loom 1906 type, an enhanced version, was released in 1906. Efficiency and fabric quality were considerably improved with the 1906 type. In addition to creating the automatic loom, Sakichi achieved what he believed to be the other ultimate goal in 1906 when he developed an energy-efficient circular loom that wove cloth in an ideal circular motion. Looms utilized a horizontal reciprocal motion to move the shuttle carrying the weft and weave. The shuttle was moved circularly on the circular loom, though. Toyota's Loom Works Limited, now Hawa Machinery Limited, was founded in 1907 on the advice of Mitsui Bussan and funded by investors in Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya. This newly formed business took over Toyota Shokai Company's factory management and workforce. Sakichi took on managing director and chief engineer roles while focusing on innovation and study. Sakichi still established his own independently run commercial trial factory after Toyota Shokofu Kikui Kojo in 1909 because the new corporation did not permit the commercial trials for which he had such a firm conviction. Loom Works of Toyota Limited. However, Sakichi believes his quote, "There is nothing that can't be done. If you can't make something, it's because you haven't tried hard enough." Sakichi traveled to the west coast of the United States and then traversed the entire continent. He visited a lot of weaving mills around the upper East Coast. He was astounded by the size of these operations and their experimental facilities, but he was not particularly impressed because he found several flaws in the looms. Sakichi next proceeded to England, where he stopped by Manchester area weaving mills and producers of looms. This observational journey gave him faith in the superiority of his first loom. He returned to Japan feeling rejuvenated. After returning to Japan from his observation trip to America and Europe, Sakichi worked hard to raise money, and in 1911, he established the independently run Toyota Jiro Shokufu Kojo, Toyota Automatic Weaving Mill, in the Noritake Shinmachi neighborhood of Nishi-ward, Nagoya, as a testing ground for his inventions. This was a reflection of his quote, "I'm not talented more than anybody else. I just put lots of effort and research." According to reports, Sakichi said, "Open the window." He said too many around him were nervous about doing business in Shanghai. It's a wide world out there. Sakichi worked on extending efforts toward developing an automatic loom with his son Kiichiro Toyoda and subordinates while traveling back and forth between Shanghai and Nagoya. Sakichi built Toyoda Boshuku Kariya Shiken Kojo at Kariya, Aichi Prefecture, in 1923 after realizing the necessity for a test center where many automatic looms were put. The non-stop shuttle-change Toyota automatic loom Type G was finished in 1924 after several significant patents and innovative inventions, as well as carrying out commercial testing. Since young Sakichi decided to dedicate his life to creation, more than 30 years have passed. After the automatic loom's successful development, the Toyota Automatic Loom Works Limited, now Toyota Industries Corporation, incorporation meeting was held on November 17, 1926, at the Toyota Boshoku headquarters in Nagoya City. On November 18th, the creation of Toyota Automatic Loom Works was formally established. The president was Sakichi's son-in-law, Risaburo Toyoda. The director of management was Kiichiro Toyoda. According to the Articles of Incorporation for Toyota Automatic Loom Works, one of the company's main goals must be pursuing relevant invention and research, in addition to producing and selling spinning and weaving equipment. The idea behind this was novel and came from Sakichi's experiences. His son Kiichiro Toyoda oversaw several groups at the start of 1933. From the section of the plant that was devoted to the creation of automobiles, Toyota produced items that were innovative for the time. Kiichiro was born in Yoshitsumura Yamaguchi, Shizuoka, Japan on June 11, 1894. He received his degree from Tokyo Imperial University's Faculty of Engineering's Department of Mechanical Engineering in 1920. He spent roughly 7 months till March 1921 after receiving his degree in the Faculty of Law at Tokyo Imperial University. Kiichiro did well at school. After that, he went to Nagoya and joined Toyota Boshoku, which was formed in 1918 by his father, Sakichi. Sakichi served as company president since then. Kiichiro traveled to San Francisco, London, Oldham, a significant town in Greater Manchester, England, and other cities to learn about the spinning and weaving industries from July 1921 to February 1922, and then returned to Marseille via Shanghai. He married Hatako Ida, the daughter of Takashimaya department store co-founder Shinchichi Ida, after returning to Japan in December 1922. Kiichiro Toyoda founded Toyota Industries Corporation and became its managing director in 1926. Also, he grew interested in automatic looms, so he established a pilot factory in Kariya, Aichi, to begin development for them against his father, Sakichi's will. From September 1929 to April 1930, he traveled across Europe and the United States with the hope that the automotive industry, which was just getting started at the time, would grow and prosper. The outcome was that in 1933, Toyota Industries Corporation established a brand new vehicle production department, later known as the Automobile Department. Kiichiro paved the way for the Japanese automobile industry, and he's credited with designing local cars that were superior to international cars from the ground up. Kiichiro continued the trend toward domestic automotive production in the early 1930s. Toyota Industries Corporation established an automobile branch and began full-scale automobile development in 1933. However, the car's development did not go as planned. For example, because no one had experience in vehicle manufacture, he gathered people with experience from around Japan. In addition, the engine required 6 months to manufacture. In 1934, machinery Type A was successfully finished. The prototype of their passenger automobiles, the A1, was powered by this engine a year later. The Toyota Automobile Division also created a truck prototype, the G1 design. The Toyota AA, their first passenger vehicle, was introduced in 1936, still under the name Toyota. This design was derived from the intended passenger automobile prototype model A1. The automatic power loom, which Sakichi Toyoda created and used to execute the Jidoka concept, is his most well-known creation. In 1936, the Automotive Manufacturing Act allowed the automobile division to become a licensed business. Toyota Motor Corporation was founded in 1937. Kiichiro rose to the position of vice president the following year. The president was Risaburo Toyoda. In 1941, Kiichiro became the president. The corporation finally suggested reducing salaries by 10% and retirement benefits by 50% in August 1949 due to the recession. As a result, the business decided against accepting a 10% pay cut and vowed not to fire any employees. The other automakers reduced their workforces in this situation. For instance, a labor conflict over a personnel reorganization arose at Nihon Denso, now Denso, founded in December 1949. 4 months after its founding, on March 31, 1950, Nihon Denso revealed a firm restructuring plan that included the layoff of 473 employees. Given this circumstance, Kiichiro chose not to implement a personnel reduction because he had a hiring issue at Toyota Industries Corporation in 1930. He has since decided that such an issue would never arise again. Later, Toyota's production system incorporated the Jidoka concept, which states that when a problem arises, the machine will shut down on its own, TPS. Sakichi Toyoda is also renowned for creating the 5 whys philosophy, which states that when a problem arises, you should ask why 5 times to identify its root cause before taking action to stop it from happening again. Today, this idea is applied in using lean approaches to resolving issues, enhancing quality, and cutting costs. At 63, Sakichi Toyoda passed away on October 30th, 1930. Even though the corporation has provided a wide range of automobiles to its clients worldwide, it has undoubtedly encountered several problems, including more vehicle recalls than any of its rivals, marketing difficulties, pricing strategy flaws, and stagnant home market sales. Due to the war, Toyota Motor Corporation had to limit its operations. The Second Sino-Japanese War, which started in 1937, posed significant difficulties for the Japanese auto industry, particularly Toyota Motor Corporation. After the war, the Japanese government prohibited the production of automobiles in favor of items for the military, making it challenging to produce and acquire passenger cars. To make the best use of available material and human resources, the National General Mobilization Law was passed in 1938. This regulation mandated that Toyota Motor Corporation give the military and explosive sectors first dibs on trucks. To expand the manufacturing of military vehicles, the manufacturing of passenger cars was also constrained, and tiny passenger car production was stopped. Automobile manufacturers had to request approval from the Minister of Commerce and Industry to sell passenger automobiles starting in 1939. Even after that, the level of control increased. The Japanese government strengthened its control over the sale of heavy trucks and buses to Toyota Motor Corporation and Nissan in 1940, forcing customers to purchase these vehicles directly from the companies. A protracted process was used to approve those who wanted to buy. To be more precise, they requested approval from local police officers before asking for purchase at a dealer, getting a survey from the dealer after that, and then requesting a vehicle dispatch from the manufacturer. The likelihood of accepting general directions has, however, drastically decreased. It proved challenging to create and market, though. In the hard times following the war, raw materials and parts were not always readily available, and it was more challenging to find affordable, genuine parts of superior quality. The monthly output of 500 vehicles was not matched by the manufacturer of trucks. The annual production volume was 3,275 units in 1945 and 5,821 units in 1946. Although the production of passenger cars was forbidden, GHQ might nonetheless permit study into them. Additionally, the automaker will be hired as part of the occupation strategy to repair American military vehicles in Japan, giving Toyota personnel like Kiichiro the chance to become familiar with the design of American vehicles. Toyota has been discovered to recall more cars than any other firm operating in the same industry, which can even be viewed as improper management or a lack of concern on the company's part. The corporation cannot guarantee the quality of its products to its customers while having a reputation to uphold as the most significant automaker. For instance, the corporation had to recall over 5.8 million vehicles from domestic and foreign markets because airbag inflators may have been installed improperly. Over 50% of the airbags deployed in Toyota vehicles were defective, leading to the brand recall, mainly due to pressure from US authorities. The Corolla, one of Toyota's best-selling models, and the Vitz were the products the company recalled. As a result of the brand recall, the company requires ongoing financial assistance to cover the significant liabilities related to the recall. It is also met with customers and potential sponsors to discuss survival options in the modern business environment. For global corporations, marketing has also grown to be a growing concern. Consumers are no longer as focused on Toyota's goals as they once were, because the company has recalled brands for various problems routinely. Given this, the company's marketing team has had a callous time in persuading current and new customers to buy the automobiles. It might be claimed that the corporation has used several ineffective marketing methods to shift consumers' perceptions because their brand loyalty has repeatedly been called into question. In particular, the business has adopted various marketing strategies, from conventional television and radio marketing to the engagement of public relations experts to assist the company. For its competitive edge in the auto sector, Toyota has adopted a cost leadership strategy over the years. Particularly, the business has maintained a laser-like emphasis on lowering expenses throughout the board, from suppliers to logistics to delivering finished goods to consumers. This is also true in the case of Europe, where the business has implemented a low-cost leadership strategy to maintain its competitive advantage over rivals. However, the company's low-price approach has become a strategic problem for several reasons. For instance, the corporation was prompted by the low pricing approach to buying cheap airbags and accelerators, leading to widespread brand recall. Even Toyota management anticipated flat sales in 2016 at 10.11 million vehicles, while the company's sales remained stagnant in that year. Additionally, the recent British decision to leave the European Union furthered the company's sales decline, costing it the top spot in worldwide sales to Volkswagen. Even if sales were stagnant, the company was nonetheless able to boost its profitability, which might be attributed to favorable exchange rates. Particularly, the stronger yen compared to the US led to a $1.43 billion rise in operational profits. Otherwise, the business would have seen a sharp drop in operational income. Toyota has a long history of setting the pace for innovation in the automotive sector, from introducing the Prius, the first mass-produced hybrid vehicle in 1997, to creating the Toyota Production System, a model for contemporary manufacturing. There is still more innovation to look forward to today and in the future. We examine 7 Toyota Motor Corporation initiatives that are consistent with the company's fundamental principle of enhancing society through producing goods. 2 of these innovations are hybrid vehicles and electric cars. The Partner Robot Initiative, which the Toyota Motor Corporation has run since 2011, creates robots that can handle some of life's inconveniences and challenges. Several robots have been developed under the program, divided into 4 categories: medical and welfare support, mobility support, life support, and work support. One such robot is the Human Support Robot, or HSR, a robotized butler that aims to enhance people's quality of life in and around home. Additionally, there are robots called Walk Training Assist and Balance Training Assist that help injured hospital patients recover. TMC developed 2 important safety technologies: automated highway driving assist, and pre-collision system with steer assist. The pre-collision system with steer assist is a system that uses radar detection to detect pedestrians and other hazards both during the day and at night. It then initiates alerts, automatic braking, and, when necessary, automatic steering to reduce the risk of an accident. To ensure safer motorway driving without sacrificing the driver's enjoyment, automated highway driving assist was developed. Cooperative adaptive cruise control, which talks to vehicles ahead to maintain a safe distance, and lane trace control, which assists with steering the car on the best line while it's in a traffic lane, are linked by this system. A very amazing electric three-wheeled personal mobility vehicle, the Toyota iRoad was initially displayed at the 2013 Geneva Motor Show. Since then, it's been used for testing purposes in Toyota City, Grenoble, and Tokyo. TMC decided to test the car on the crowded streets of Tokyo with 10 single-seater vehicles to see if the well-received concept would function in the real world. 20 people participated in the program, from business professionals to public members, to get varied opinions on how well the iRoad worked. A 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 engine and an electric motor are combined in this hybrid system to produce an astounding 437 horsepower and 583 pounds-to-feet of torque. You also get immediate power to continue your adventures because the electric motor is between the engine and transmission. The Sequoia's standard iForce Max twin-turbo V6 hybrid engine guarantees that performance is never compromised with an outstanding 437 horsepower and 583 pounds-to-feet of torque. Making the most of your family vacations is made possible by installing an electric motor between the engine and transmission. This efficient power transfer allows for a quick reaction and an EPA estimated 22 miles per gallon. This is an electric SUV with a striking design that combines contemporary shape with unmistakable presence and will keep you standing out in the city lights. While its smart technologies and comfort features instantly put you at ease for every drive, the interior's panoramic roof improves the sense of space. The Highlander Hybrid is a hybrid vehicle with the size, power, and efficiency larger workers require. It features a maximum seating capacity of 8 passengers, 243 combined net horsepower, and up to 36 manufacturer estimated combined miles per gallon. This hybrid has a class-leading EPA estimated 39 combined miles per gallon and 219 combined net horsepower. The Venza all-hybrid powertrain lets you enjoy the extra miles whether you're driving to a new store in town or going on a weekend trip. Because of its standard all-wheel drive capability, driver-focused technology, and elegant design, the Venza is in a league of its own. The president of Toyota Motor Corporation is Akio Toyoda, a Japanese business executive born on May 3, 1956. He's the great-grandson of Sakichi Toyoda, the founder of Toyota, and the grandson of Shinshichi Ida, who founded Takashimaya department stores, and Kiichiro Toyoda, who founded Toyota Motors. President and CEO Akio Toyoda stated that Toyota Motor Corporation aims to develop people who could ultimately take the top position. Toyota, CEO of the world's largest automaker, responded to a shareholder's query at the company's headquarters. Toyota said that anyone following in his footsteps is a prospective successor, and they must have an unshakable conviction on why Toyota exists and a clear grasp on the company's ideology, adding that his objective with the change will be to rejuvenate management.